What's going on today, family? Today I want to give you a July 2023 market update for Fort Mill, South Carolina. Now we're looking at June numbers because we look at the arrears so we can see and reasonably conclude what can happen in the future based on the trends and the data that we presently have. Let's jump into it. Now, before we jump into it, let me introduce myself. I am Sir Ashley, a realtor and investor here in the Carolinas, and I live right here in York County, South Carolina. So it's not uncommon to see me out at one of the parks or even in Kingsley. If you see me out, don't hesitate to say hi and chat with me. I look forward to talking to you. As you know, the Fort Mill real estate market has been hot in recent years, but is that still the case for July 2023? Well, the good news is, depending on who you are, buyers or sellers, the market right now in Fort Mill is still very competitive. The median home price in Fort Mill, South Carolina for single-family homes, I have to specify that, single-family homes is $540,000. Now that's up 10.2% from this time last year. And the median sale price for townhomes and condos is $325,000, and that's up 13.3% from this time last year. Now, I know you've been hearing all these doomers talking about a housing market crash, but you have to know that all real estate is hyper-local. What's happening in York, South Carolina, or Lancaster, South Carolina, is going to be much different than what's happening in Fort Mill and Antigua, South Carolina. So to paint the real estate market with a broad brush is just intellectually dishonest. Now let's jump back into the numbers. The number of homes for sale have actually decreased by 2.7% since last month. And that's the third month of declining home for sales, meaning inventory, in the Fort Mill area. Now, while inventory has been decreasing month over month for the past 3 months, inventory when compared to this time last year is actually up 48%. Now, in some positive news for people wanting to buy a home, there were 48 new listings this past month. Now, there's also been signs that the market may be picking up for a late summer push for Fort Mill, South Carolina. Pending home sales are up month over month, but the average days on market for a home in Fort Mill is still only 24 days. Now, 24 days is still a short period of time for a home to be on the market, but for both buyers and sellers out there, you should know that that is a 100% increase from this time last year. This time last year, the days on market was 12. And that's because you had a swarm of people who had locked in their 3 or 4% interest rate that needed to find a home so they would not have to extend their rate lock. If you're not sure what all that means, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about the housing market and how we can best position you and your family to secure the best mortgage rate and the best home on the market for you right now. Now, although interest rates are near 7%, and I believe they'll be at or around 7% for about the next 2 to 3 weeks at a minimum, areas like Fort Mill has seen little to no decline in the activity in the past month. Even with these higher rates, homes are selling and the sales price in the area keep going up. If you're a seller in this market, please do not compare your home sale to your neighbor's last year. I have to caution you, if it is priced correctly, it will sell, but it will not sell as fast as your neighbor's house did last year. Prices are higher, and more importantly, interest rates are higher, causing mortgage payments to be significantly higher, which in turn makes it more difficult for people to get approved for that mortgage. But the Fort Mill area is still in high demand, and if you want ways to position your home to sell for the most money, contact my team and we can definitely help. Now, if you're a buyer in the Fort Mill area, you have less selection to choose from than you did just a month ago. But if you're a buyer and don't want to compete against bidding wars, yes, unfortunately, bidding wars are back for newly listed homes that are move-in ready and priced correctly. But if you want to avoid that, search for homes that have been on the market for longer than 10 days and then pursue that opportunity. That home may not be absolutely perfect. It may not check off all your boxes, but it will allow you the ability to not feel rushed and potentially give you the opportunity to negotiate seller concessions or a lower purchase price. Overall, I think Fort Mill is still an excellent place to buy a home, and if you're thinking about buying, it's important to be prepared for a competitive market. You should work with a qualified real estate agent to help you find the right homes for you and your family, not just your needs, but also your budget. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, or feel free to reach out to my team and I. And do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more real estate updates. I'm Sir Ashley, your real estate advisor. Talk soon.